Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, Headlines Edition. We'll be commencing our regular bulletin, a wrap of the day's top business stories from the authority in New Zealand business news since 1970 from this Monday the 24th. It's Thursday, January 20th. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks again for joining us. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has announced that as soon as there is evidence of community spread of Omicron, the whole country will move into the red light setting of the Covid19 protection framework. That will mean businesses will be able to remain open, but numbers in hospitality venues will be limited and there will be tougher requirements on mask wearing and physical distancing. Ardern made the announcement at Labour's caucus retreat in New Plymouth at the same time as she said Northland would move to the orange level setting at 11:59pm tonight. Hospitality is looking at ways in which it might be able to share resources and other creative solutions to overcome a lack of staff and a drop in business expected for when Omicron enters into the community. Mark Knopf-Thomas, CEO of the Newmarket Business Association, which represents 120 bars, cafes and restaurants, is calling for more support for the sector given the imminent red setting. The receivership of campervan rental and tourism operator Juicy Group is nearly over, with the company's former banker, ASB, unlikely to recover much of the $11.6 million it still owed. Juicy, formerly owned by the then NBR rich list Alp family, went into receivership in 2020 after Covid-19 had an unprecedented and devastating impact on the business. Auckland-based financier Harmoney has continued to expand across the Tasman, with most of its growth in the past 6 months coming from Australia. The ASX and NZX-listed consumer lender has updated the market on its performance in the first half of the 2022 financial year, saying its loan book is now $557 million, up 19% on the same time the previous year. While still the smaller share of its business, its Australian book grew 83% to Australian $185 million in the period, compared with its New Zealand lending, which remained flat at NZ $363 million. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, Rachel Smalley in her On the Record column has some advice for the new national leader, Christopher Luxon. I'm Paul Brennan. I look forward to being with you again tomorrow around lunchtime for the morning's NBR trending stories. Then same time, same place, right here from 5:30 tomorrow for another headline edition of NBR Today.